And you're live.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back to another Thankful broadcast. It's our third annual Thankful broadcast. And I really want to say thank you to you guys for joining us tonight because what we're going to be doing is talking to players, whoever wants to join us all around the world. If you want to join us, you can. You can tell us what you're thankful for in disc golf. So we'll be interviewing players from all over the place. I don't even know who is going to show up. We just have a ton of invites. Anybody who would like to join us, you can join us on Disc Golf Examiner on Facebook. There should be a link there for you to follow, especially if you go into the event for today. It's a thankful broadcast. But we're so excited to do this. We actually have somebody on the line all the way from Buell Park. The Shenango Valley guys are on the line with us. And we're excited to have them on. And Jeff, I want to start this off before you go and disappear. Can you tell us what you're thankful for in disc golf?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so thankful, just for coming together, friends that I'm meeting, places that we're traveling. It's growing so fast and so rapidly for us that it's just incredible. The community is incredible. The friendships. You and I just going places. It's been a great year. I'm thankful for it, and I'm thankful to have another year with you.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for all that as well. I mean, it's been so great to get to meet people who have been affected by, some of the videos that we've done, and they really enjoy them. And looks like we're joined by Eagle McMahon as well right now. Hey, Eagle, how's it going?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing well, doing well. We'll go ahead and ask you first straight off. First off, congratulations on your second place finish at VPO.
Thank you.
That was amazing performance. And hey, we're asking everybody today. Thank you for joining us again. You were with us last year, and you told us that you were going to go under some special training in the off season. You did. You came back, and you were fantastic this year. You just had great performances. And I just want to ask you, Eagle, what are you thankful for in disc golf?
Wow. Okay, so that is a great question. Well, just up front, I am just thankful for disc golf in general. Disc golf has brought so much to my life, starting from a very young age, 9 years old. And it's really spectacular what it's brought to my life. Right when I was 9 years old, unfortunately, my mom passed away, and it really kind of took charge and really helped me get through that. And just through 11 years of playing, I've found so many friends, community. I've found my career, pretty much the whole package. So being thankful for disc golf is just pretty much being thankful for my life. So it's pretty amazing.
You've been all over the country this year. You've probably met I don't know how many people. Is there anything in particular you can tell me? Any stories this year that you were pretty fond of?
Oh, I'm never good at this question. I enjoy my time everywhere I go, and I'm with a lot of great people. But for some reason, my memory just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, right.
Actually, it kind of does. I'll just say that, the most pleasant surprise I had this year was when I went to Europe, and I was doing a week-long promotional tour in Estonia. So I travel all day. I get to Europe, get to Finland. I take a 2-hour boat ride to Estonia, and I'm there at 9 o'clock. And I don't know, I'm all jet lagged. I'm not tired at all, and I don't really have anyone to hang out with. So I actually met some people the previous year when I was in Estonia, and I sent them a message, asked them what they're doing. They're having a little party that night. I went over there, and then I ended up spending 2 weeks in a row just every day with them, having so much fun. And I found a really great group of friends over in Europe, which I'm very thankful for.
Well, that's amazing. What's it like to be traveling around the world? People know who you are, and just from great performances you've had all throughout the years here.
It's definitely a really cool feeling, and I'm still not entirely used to it. Whenever I'm out somewhere and someone notices me or just comes up to me, says hi, I know who you are, I'm just really excited. I think it's really cool, and it's crazy that disc golf is getting to that stage. Like, me and my dad were walking down the street in my hometown, and a car full of people drove past us, and they screamed out, "I love Crush Boys commentary!" And I'm like, this is crazy. It's just it's really cool, and I'm really fortunate to be a part of disc golf, especially this time, because it's really starting to blow up. There's so many different things happening. You hear all these crazy player moves. You got disc golf getting on ESP, that outside TV. Just it's a really incredible time right now.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I'm even really shocked whenever I'm out there and I'm covering tournaments and stuff, and people actually come up and talk to me like, somehow we've known each other. It's really great to be able to see that and experience that. Feels really, I don't know, empowering. Especially, it's got to be very special for you, being such a great performer this year. You did fantastic. And really, what I wanted to ask you was, is there anything this year? Is there a secret disc? Anything that you have been relying on heavily to help bring you such a strong performance this year?
Oh boy, a secret disc. I've definitely found I really feel like I figured out my bag. I know what kind of discs I need, what kind of feels I like. Probably this year, above anything else, was the First Run PD. I really enjoyed throwing that disc. It's a very stable flyer. It's stable in the actual sense of the word. It flies straight and has a good consistent finish. And I've really been able to find a lot of accuracy with that disc on countless number of courses. So the First Run PD has really revolutionized my game and just what I feel comfortable with out there.
Awesome. And we're actually joined by Eric and Tina Oakley. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Great. How about you?
Yeah, I beat you on here.
Hey, Eagle.
We wanted to bring you guys on because we know you have such strong camaraderie there.
Yeah.
Team WhalePants. And how's everybody doing?
Good.
Solid. We're in Tucson, Arizona. We just drove from where Eagle was. I think you might have been talking about VPO a little bit, but we were just there, and we drove basically straight on Monday. Got here yesterday, and it's a long drive, but we're doing it.
Well, I gotta ask, what's the name of the cat?
Spout.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like a whale spout. She's the best.
Yeah. That's
Piper right now, though.
Yeah, she
oh
is.
yeah. So it's so great to have you all three on today. I just asked Eagle here, what he was thankful for in disc golf, and I wanted to ask you the same question while we have you both on the line here. What are you guys thankful for in disc golf?
I would say the people we meet every year and the people we get to see again and again every year as we're on tour. We have like a crazy awesome support group just through disc golf. So I love all of our fans and just disc golf fans in general. We're a special breed, that's for sure.
Yeah. I would probably say the same.
You can't take my answer.
But I am very thankful for a lot of the sponsors that we have and where the sport is going. Dynamic Disc has really opened the door for a lot of really good things for us, for me individually, and what we're hoping to do going forward. The greatest thing about our lifestyle is that we feel just as much fan sponsored as we do sponsored by Scott's going nuts. By our companies that we represent and everything, which is awesome. So, that's being able to interact with those people and give back any chance we can. So, it really opens our eyes to some really cool things. So.
Yeah, I was just talking with Eagle about this. It's really great. I can hear the cat. It's really great to be able to, see you guys and watch you guys kind of. We're from afar. We're here in Pittsburgh, but we're trying to get out and cover more tournaments. But it's been great to kind of watch you guys over the years progress and get better and take on your sponsorships and everything. And really, no matter who's sponsoring you, it seems like there's a lot of camaraderie within the community of disc golf players. Is there, as far as this year, are there any stories you guys want to tell us? Is there anything fun that happened maybe between the three of you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was huge. Congratulations.
Eagle was my best man, so it's actually kind of fitting that he's on.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one of the cooler parts is that, even though Eagle and I aren't sponsored by the same companies anymore, but we still have the same connection. We talk discs, we play practice rounds, we do it all, and I think that's one of the biggest things that I try and really learn from him. I see him as one of the best players in the world, so I want to be able to learn. That's not going to be better.
It's going to be better. Keep talking.
Okay. Tina's working on the camera because she's getting into all that media stuff. But that little bit of extra help from learning from players, I think, is big. And I am thankful to Eagle, I guess, as well for showing off and showing me the way a little bit.
Anything you want to say back, Eagle? No.
Oh, I love it. I love it. My dad's actually behind the camera right now, and he's wanted to watch a basketball game. And I tell him he's got to wait a second.
Oh, he wants to watch the Nuggets get smashed around a little bit.
Hey, how's it going?
He can't see you, I don't think.
Does he want to join us? Does he want to tell us what he's thankful for in disc golf?
What are you thankful for, Dad?
Oh my gosh, what am I thankful for? Sit back, everybody. I got a lot of things I'm thankful for. Like Eagle said, I'm thankful for it. It's definitely changed our lives. Just we can go anywhere in the whole country, and people are completely friendly to us, even if they don't know who Eagle is. People are just very accommodating everywhere you go, and you can move anywhere in this country and become and have friends instantly in the disc golf community.
Yeah, it really is a beautiful thing.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Any stories you can tell us about that exactly? Anything that was a funny thing that happened throughout the year?
Throughout this year?
Oh, any year really.
Oh wow. Well, we travel with Jeff Korn, so there's a lot of funny things that happen.
Right.
Funny man.
I'm like Eagle in the moment. It's always funny when you ask that question, and in the moment,
Right.
your mind goes completely blank, thinking about that. I can't think of one.
There's probably a ton of situations. There really are a really great community out there for disc golf, and we're always really excited to be able to even just talk to you guys, which is amazing because you're big touring players and this is your job, and it's really great to be able to talk to all of you today. Tina, I actually did notice you're having a special whale sack thing, like a mystery box, right?
Yeah.
We're doing it through both WhalePants and Whale Sacks. I kind of just did a combined thing this year. I did a similar thing last year, but just with Whale Sacks. So we do our mystery boxes a couple times a year, and people love them. So we wanted to do something like that. But we wanted to have something we could give away. And one of my favorite things to help grow the sport is giving away a tournament entry. So somebody can go play an A tier that they wouldn't usually be able to afford. So that's what we're hoping for. So if you buy one of the mystery boxes, it's on whalesacks.com. you get a chance to win a tournament entry to any tournament you want, A tier and under.
You know, that's fantastic. It actually looks like a really good deal. And like 3 discs and a whole bunch of other stuff, right?
There's gonna be a lot in there. Yeah, we like to pack them.
Full with some swag.
Yeah, nice. You know, I asked Eagle this, so I think it's only fair to ask you both this. Is there a particular disc that really helped you out this year that you really couldn't see yourself without? And keep in mind, I do have your card right here.
Cool.
What did he have?
It's your signed.
It's signed. Here we go.
Nice.
I got that. I got that with my felon.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Heck yeah, dude. So I have 2. I want to find another one.
Oh, you're gonna take my answer, really?
What? No, I'm not gonna take your answer. You go for it.
If you're gonna say Marshall, I can't say Marshall.
You can say Marshall.
I'll pick something else.
No, I'm gonna say my own.
Well, honestly, I would have said the Classic Blend Marshall. I started throwing it, I think, really early in the season, but it's probably my biggest like stroke saver in my game, just because when you throw them with the blend plastic, it's really sticky. So it just like digs into the ground wherever it hits the ground, that's pretty much where it stays. It doesn't do a lot of skipping. So I rarely throw mid-ranges now. I'm like mainly throwing Marshalls for my upshots because they're just really reliable.
Yeah, they're really straight flyers. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
I recently switched to putting the classic Marshalls. You can see that.
Oh, okay.
I really like this disc. I think it's going to only make me a better putter in the long run. But I'm more thankful for the Tour Series disc, Lucid X Felons.
With his name on it.
With my name on it. So thank you, Dynamic Discs, for hooking that up. But this disc has been a disc that I wasn't, I got pretty used to not having something that was that overstable.
Right.
And so I was having to really finesse lines, but I forgot how easy it can be if you have a super overstable utility disc, like in the realm of one of Eagle's Metal Flake Maxes or one of his overstable FD3s. The Lucid X Felon fits that same mold and really has saved a bunch of strokes for me this year. So check them out; they're awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's actually, I picked up one. I really like the Felon. I think it's a great disc. But hey, actually, we have some questions coming in. I want to ask Eagle this before. I know we've probably taken up a whole bunch of your time. We want to get your dad back to his sports, but Eagle.
Story though, can I tell this story real quick? Or do you have time?
Yeah, please, yes.
I have a really good story about the disc golf family. The beginning of the year, we started the year off, and we got to stay at Stork's house. I don't know if you know who Stork is. He's a legend in disc golf. He's
PDGA number 3.
PDGA number 3.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
he's the real deal.
At his house, when I woke up, my computer screen, when I woke up in the morning, I must have fell asleep watching something. I woke up and my screen was cracked. So I had a big crack in it. And so we were trying to figure out how to fix it. So Eagle went online and put out a message to all his fan base. And he got all these answers. And then one guy offered to fix it, and he came to see us. And he actually lived between California and our way to Las Vegas. So on our way to Las Vegas, we dropped off the computer, and he took it to fix it. And he was going to go out of his way 3 days later to come up and drop it off during the Las Vegas Open. And he was super excited to meet Eagle because he was a fan of Eagle also. So he came up that weekend out of his way, came out for the weekend, and returned the computer fixed. And then he was about to leave, but he stuck around and he bought raffle tickets, and they were raffling off the tickets. And I was sitting next to him, and I said, the main prize was desk catcher basket, a really sweet desk catcher basket. And I told him, for all that you did for us, buddy, you're going to win that, right? And I walked away, and they were calling the numbers. And when they pulled the number, he jumped up in the air, was jumping up, and he won the basket.
That's awesome.
That was a pretty cool story to start the year off. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Actually, we have some questions coming in for you in particular. They're asking you if you're as good as Eagle.
Better.
No, I'm not.
Oh, come on, Pat.
It took him a very long time, at least until he was 4 or 5 years before he ever was able to beat me, and I beat him on some pretty long last-minute putts because I didn't want to give over that to Eagle. But yeah, he's a little bit better than me now. As he is, he's pretty much better than everybody, so I don't feel that bad.
It's true.
So.
That is completely true.
And everybody wants to know, we have Josh Simpson question. Any of you guys coming to play some events in the Pittsburgh area next?
I love the Pittsburgh courses. Moraine's a great course. Deer Lake, Slippery Rock. Pretty much what determines our tour is wherever the national tour or pro tour goes. There's getting to be so many tournaments throughout the season now that we really have to pick and choose what events make the most sense. So if there's ever a pro tour or national tour back in Pittsburgh area, you can count on seeing my name there.
Same response here.
Yep.
We kind of have to be picky. You run out of energy definitely by the end of the year if you're playing all of the national tours, all the pro tours, and all the A tiers. Like, there's not enough time or energy to do that every year. So definitely, if it's on the NT again, I had a really fun time at Moraine. I enjoyed that course a lot.
I definitely want to get back to see you, Brian, and Zach Schweitzer as well, because Zach's a really, really good friend of ours, and so we definitely want to come back to the team at some point.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do a video next time you guys are up. But I did want to say also, you guys may not have heard about this, but we have a new course going in, championship level course, going to be the next big thing called North Boundary, and it's a haul. It's such it's very hilly, very a unique course. It's really something else. So definitely look forward to that in the future.
Oh, definitely. New courses, you know, we don't get to experiment and go to these places as much as we would like, or maybe as much as people think we do, because we're getting to the next event, or we're running an event, or something like that. So more often than not, we're just playing the courses we play for the weekend. So
right,
battery's dying.
Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I'll let you guys get back to what you were doing for tonight. And I just want to say it was a real pleasure talking with all of you. And thank you so much. I just want to say I'm very thankful for you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Love talking to you, man.
We're thankful for you, man.
We appreciate it, and we'll look forward to it next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
All right, guys, have a good one. We're going to see who we have next. See you.
Bye, guys.
See you, Eric, Tina.
Anyway.
See you, Spout. All right. So that was just a fantastic talk with Eagle and Tina and Eric. Really great to talk with those guys. A lot of love and respect between them all. And do we have anybody else on the line yet here, Jeff?
Not right now. We're in between guests right now, but a lot of comments coming in, and it's the most amazing about disc golf. It's as big as it's getting. It's still so small. Where else can you talk with the top level athletes in a sport? And just on a Thanksgiving Eve, you're just hanging out and you're getting to share stories from the year. It's pretty amazing. Daniel writing in, Eagle the best. There was a great story. Nathan wrote in. Just how he earned his Eagle earned all his respect. Just toss it around. He said, what are you saying here? Earned his respect after the Aussie Open. Took the loss like a true champion. 10 minutes later, he was playing with the kids on the ground. Respect, mate. That's my accent there. But those are the kind of stories that we hear every year, and we've done this. This is our third year doing this, and it's just amazing to hear all these stories.
Yeah, we've definitely talked to a lot of individuals over the years, and it's great to be able to talk with people who not only play the sport, but people who are involved in it, creating companies around it, just seeing how they're affecting the sport, how they're affecting the people around them. And that's who we're looking to talk to here today. Anybody, we're looking to hear your story. If you're an amateur player, that, you're just, hey, you live in Columbus and you want to jump on and say hi, please do. Feel free to. You can visit us on Disc Golf Examiner on Facebook. There's a link in our comments section. You can actually, of this video, you can just click that link. It'll send you right on air here. Jeff can send you online, and we can talk and hear your story. Tell us what you're thankful for in disc golf. One thing I'm really thankful for this year, Jeff, is a cart.
You did go cart this year.
Yeah, I got a cart this year, and it's really saved my back. I've been having some real back issues this year, so having the cart has allowed me to play. So after several trips to the chiropractor, I can say that I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. But yeah, it's really been great to have the ability to wheel around my back for that reason.
It's a huge saver. And northbound.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No. Yeah, absolutely. I really can't describe it in any other way except for it's extremely long and extremely technical. There's just so much to it that is really cool and really exciting to see. I'm really interested to see how the pros are going to tackle it once the course is completed. And right now it's just sort of being put together now. So they're still putting the final touches on it. Gary Dropcho and the Pittsburgh Flying Disc are really putting a lot of work in there. I know Doug Cloutier as well. We want to say hello and thank you to them for all their hard work. And, I got to say, all the guys in Pittsburgh who I've met put a lot of love and care into their courses. A lot of the superintendents of the courses have been great. And I want to say special thank you to the Pittsburgh Flying Disc and their members for making it so that our courses have been so easy to play this year and safer. So really thank you to you guys. Do we have anybody joining us yet, Jeff?
I think we have one guest trying to join right now. I shared a bad link. Let's see if this fixes it.
Make sure if you are interested in joining us, just click the link. It's join the show now, right under that on the video. You can join us live. We'd love to talk with you. Love to hear your story and love to hear what you're thankful for in disc golf.
And I go through every year at the end, and we'll tag everybody. Any kind of links or plugs you want to do, special offers, we'll get it all posted up in the show notes for you.
Yeah. So we're just excited to have you guys with us. And, this is just something we're doing kind of casually. We're just want to hear your story, hear where you're coming from, and hear what you're thankful for here in disc golf. So please go ahead, click the link, join us. You can do it on any cell phone or computer that has a camera and a microphone.
Yeah, this is the third one. It's grown quite a bit since I think the first time we had was me, you, and a few local Pittsburgh players.
Yeah.
Last year we almost had a full house of 12. We were using it. There's been so many platforms and so many changes in live streaming. We were able to have up to 12 people on at a time, and that was just chaos trying to manage 12 people. This platform's nice. We can get up to 4 people live. I can do some overlays. It's nice. I can hop off and kind of control the look of the show. So it's a nice tool. I think we'll continue to use it. But if you're out there watching, just click the link in the show notes, hop on, tell us why you're thankful for disc golf. This is our 3rd annual show already. Thanksgiving 3.
Yes.
Is this the one where we fight Mr. T? Is that the in Thunderlips?
Well, we'll have to see if Mr. T is available. Let's see. Okay, hold on one second. I got somebody who'd like to join us. Just going to send him the link here.
All right.
All right.
So we have a lot coming up for 2019. Brian and I have been talking about the coverage that we're doing. Brian really studies the analytics of the videos. He is into making the best possible video. When it comes to review videos, you might see the new formats where it's quicker, it's right to the review, real short introduction, what we thought of it, and boom. That comes from the way you guys watch our videos. Brian looks at all that and he says, where are people dropping off at? What are people rewatching? And he put this new format together that seems to be working much better. We've also discussed some more original content. The tournament coverage is going to be there. The disc reviews are going to be there. But I think we're going to have some fun with some original content, whether it's different challenges or the way we test discs or the way we do reviews live on the course. You're going to see some new things coming from Disc Golf Examiner. I think we're really going to push the way that we cover more on the recreational side.
Yeah, we really want to get out there and cover some more tournaments. I actually got a message. I don't know if I even told you this is today, Jeff, but I got a message from Brad Schick, who runs the Buckeye Classic, and we may be going out there again. Just a matter of getting that all put together.
Oh, nice.
And that was an amazing tournament last year. The Buckeye Classic took over two courses, Alum Creek and the Hoover. Yeah, it was a great event. And it looks like we're being joined by Mike Solt. Hey, Mr. Disc Golf, how's it going?
Good, Brian. How's it going, man?
Great. It's good to see you.
Yeah, for real, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, I feel really bad. I wasn't able to make it to the Pocono Raceway Disc Golf Experience this year. Ended up doing the Seth Burton Memorial, but the Orange
Crush.
Yeah, that's right. I'll tell you what, Chris Dickerson crushed it. he did
That's
such
awesome.
an amazing. He set the course record that day, and we got it on video. Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome.
So I got to ask you, Mike, how have you been? How are things going out on the eastern side of Pennsylvania? People may not know this, but you're about 4 to 5 hours away from us here in Pittsburgh. So, I don't always get out that way, but, I'm always interested to see what you guys have going on.
Things keep evolving here in Eastern PA. A lot of clubs are really coming through and making things happen. For me, I've cut back on my schedule even more again this year. I'll be sending my schedule down to the state coordinator for approval. I'm still, I say cutting back. I'm still doing 15 plus events, but compared to what I've done in the past, it's a far cry from what it was.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the events that you have been huge. I don't know. I didn't get to talk with you about the Pocono Raceway event this year, but I'd love to hear more about how that went down. Did everything? How's everything going?
But really well. We had like 250 people. That we had enough people really making a good time and more really. But again, we'll negotiate the contract with Pocono. We'll be doing it again next year.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that. It's definitely something that I want to attend again. It's been so much fun. I've been to it twice.
Yeah, well, here's the crazy thing. There's a good chance of happening twice. Once is going to be a PDGA event only. The other will be the experience.
Wow. That's awesome. I love that idea. Actually, maybe that's something that I should come out and try to cover.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello? Huh. Well, Mike, I think we might be having some problems there with your connection. Just let me know whenever you can hear me. Okay. So Mike must be having a little bit of connection problems there. Basically, the Pocono Raceway, for anybody who doesn't know,
You
the
guys
Pocono
there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? No. So the Pocono Raceway event, just so everybody knows, the Pocono Raceway event is probably one of the coolest.
Hello?
Hey, Mike. No luck. Still not having luck with Mike. So if anybody needs to know about the Pocono Raceway
I
event,
think I lost you guys.
yeah, it's okay. Well, give us a second, Mike. It's why don't you go ahead and close out and come back in, and we'll see if we can match up. But oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's everything going at the disc store?
It's going great. I'm finishing up our last minute Black Friday prep. We got a lot of cool deals going on, so we're excited about that. But
awesome. Well, hey, it's been a while since we've talked. How have things been at the disc store this year? How are things going for you?
Things are going great. This has been a big year for growth in disc golf. We started off pretty well based on Ultimate, but we've started to pick up some steam there. A big thanks to our disc members subscription service, which we did an interview back 4 or 5 months ago. Which you guys were talking about, like cool disc golf community stories. I wanted to hop on and tell a story that about our disc members. We've actually had one of our disc members get excited about it, and they actually made like his own fan page for it, which has like 200-300 members now out of the 1,000 disc members. About a month ago, we had one of the guys post on there. He's like, "Hey, I'm really sad about this. I have to cancel the disc membership because I'm having open heart surgery and I won't be able to afford it for a while." But
wow.
About 20 different people on that page were like, "Hey, I'll pay for a month for you." And so like, we actually have the next 6 months of his disc membership completely paid by other members of the group. Just a really cool like disc golf community story.
Yeah, I know wow, that's blows me away. That's such a good story. And for those people who don't know, can you tell me a little bit about the disc member packages?
Yeah, for sure. Discmember is our monthly subscription service. So right now you sign up, you get for $25 a month, you get a limited edition disc sent to your door every month with usually some pretty cool custom art. Usually it's something you can't get anywhere else. Like last month we had Origio Moonshine Burst harps, and we're the only place you could get those. Which is actually some cool Snowman stamp ones launching tomorrow on the discstore.com. Check those out. And you get some other swag in there too. It's really sweet program. I actually have this month's disc right here. We got some Metal Flake MD4s with a really sweet art from Benjamin Hopwood. He's done 4 or 5 of these stamps for us. I don't know well you can see it, but it's kind of a Mr. Freeze-esque character on the Metal Flake harp.
Oh, yeah. Can you hold it up a little bit higher? Yeah, perfect. There you go. Nice. Wow, that's cool.
You have until December 1st to get in on that package. It also comes with a beanie, a little Christmas gift from us, and a $10 gift card. So it's a pretty sweet package, a lot of value in there. So check it out at dismember.com.
Yeah, for sure. Dismember is so great because you guys send us the packages. We've been checking them out, and you guys had some really cool ghost stamps in there and really unique items that like you really can't get anywhere else. So definitely, and it's always stuff that you need too, or at least I need. One time it was actually it was a mini that you can use as a knee pad. So I really.
Those driving knee pads are awesome. I have one in my bag. It saved me my knees a lot at what it was like having to do some kneeling putts. Like they're great.
Yeah, for sure. And so definitely check them out. Discmember on the discstore.com. Nate, we really appreciate you joining us tonight. I should ask you. I didn't really get to this question, but what are you thankful for in disc golf?
I've kind of what I was talking about with the Dismember fan page. Like that page has been like a huge blessing to me because we put in a lot of work and a lot of effort to that. And it's so cool every month to get on there and see everybody like posting how excited they are for the next package and like being really like excited about what they got. And like, so it makes doing what we do a lot more worth it because we don't just do it for the money. It's about like spreading the sport and getting people excited about disc golf. So like having that avenue to like see people get excited about what you're doing is like, I do most of the purchasing for like I negotiate what discs we're getting. And so like when I see people get excited about it, like it's like, all right, sweet, I got something people wanted. Like that's been a really cool experience, a really like encouraging thing for me to look at. Okay, we are doing a good thing, we're doing a good job, it's working. It's been a really cool experience to be able to like have that direct contact with our buyers.
Yeah, and I think people see the value in what disc store is bringing as well. I really do enjoy checking out your website, and really a lot of times you can get a better deal, I think. But hey,
it's the best deal you can get.
Exactly right. Well, Nate, I don't want to distract you from the busyness you got going on there, getting ready for Black Friday. But we want to say a very special thank you to you for joining us. Anything else you'd like to say before you go?
No, just make sure you check out disstore.com over the next couple of days. There'll be a lot of stuff you're going to want to not miss out on there. So hopefully we'll see some orders from all you guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Nate, for joining us. And happy Thanksgiving. All right. See ya. So we just talked to Nate there from the disc store, and he's telling us about all the great stuff they're getting ready for on Black Friday. It's really going to be interesting to see what they have going on there. I know I'm interested. Do
you have anything on your holiday wish list this year?
Oh yeah. You know what? There's so much that I need that I don't have, but really, instead of really investing in discs this year, I'm really trying to improve our coverage. So my big thing on my wish list is a new camera. So I'm trying to get that and a laptop. Those are my two big things, so that I can do coverage out on the road and edit it out there as well. But that'll be something coming down the line. Really, I just purchased a series of discs, to be honest with you. I got a signature Felon, a signature Maverick from Eric Oakley and Zach Melton, and then Paige Bjerkes had her signature on the Getaway, so had to grab one of those as well. Really, those were the three things I wanted to check out that I got for Christmas. Well, for the holiday.
Very nice.
So, anything? What about you, Jeff? You have anything new that you want for your disc golf bag?
Not for my bag. My goal was time this year, dedicating more time. We got a little busy with family and healing up and sicknesses. So this is the year I get back into it, and maybe try to play 50 courses this year. That would be a nice goal for me. 50 different courses, not just Shenley Park 50 times.
Right. Yes. Well, who knows? We may have the chance to head out and do some things out of state, which have always been proven to be very interesting to me, to see how the different topography works in the southern states. We're very hilly, very wooded up here in Pennsylvania, at least on the western side of PA we are. And it's challenging, but it's also really cool to get out there and see how other people are having courses. I would say, even going 2 hours out of the way, the courses kind of change and the way that they are played. So it's that's just something that I really look forward to whenever we're out and about. Have Steve Nate saying, for me, I try to just remember it's just disc golf. Take one shot at a time. just play and have fun. That's right. Yeah, that's what disc golf is about, is having fun. You know, you just have to be out there enjoying yourself. That's all disc golf asks you. Enjoy it. You know, that's the beautiful thing about the sport, is that you know, we may put pressure on ourselves, but we're doing something that we all love. So you know, that's just something that we really enjoy. And for me, you know, this past year has been so full. We did a record-breaking tournament year. We've covered so many different tournaments this year. It's unbelievable. I think we did 13 tournaments in 12 months. That's a record for us. We've really been trying to branch out and cover tournaments in other areas. Like we had mentioned before, we went out to Columbus last year. We were able to cover the Buckeye Classic. We went out to the Orange Crush and Seth Burton Memorial courses, and we were able to cover a tournament out there. And you know, we've been able to go to Buell, which is, you know, a 2-hour trip for us, and cover the Shenango Valley Disc Golf Open, and that was an amazing experience. The guys up there treated us very well, and we had a lot of fun up there with them. And hey, guys, I want to remind you, this broadcast is not just our broadcast; it's for you. Come join us. There's a link above our video. All you have to do, click on that. You can join us. Tell us what you're thankful for in disc golf. Tell us your disc golf story. We do want to hear from you. So we'll be on here until, you know, I don't want to, until we have no more people to join us, you know? What do you think, Jeff? Oh, I'm actually not hearing you. I think your mic must be off. Ah, there we go. Ah, he's a mime now.
I'm too busy telling you that my mic was off to actually turn my mic. We'll hang out a few more minutes. I know for us on the East Coast, it's 8:40. The West Coast is just getting home from work right about now. I'm out ready for bed.
So if you do want to join us now. I don't know how much later we'll be doing this. We just wanted to, you know, get on here and talk with who we can about disc golf. What do you love in disc golf? What are you thankful for in disc golf? And really, the list is kind of endless for me, you know. What was really cool was being able to go out to these courses that were, you know, all across the state, and really meeting really great friends out there. I've made some really great friends from just going out and checking out the different courses and covering tournaments. It's been really great. Ryan Pearson just said that he's thankful for disc golf and the camaraderie it brings to the people who want to try it. Yeah.
The Soviets.
I'm not sure that's what he meant by comrade, but he's saying happy Thanksgiving, y'all. So thanks for joining.
We can pronounce Yukon discs and camaraderie. We are, world travelers.
That's true. Yeah, we do want to say a very special thank you to all the companies that have been sending us discs to review. It's been, and thanks for your patience too, because I know you send us these discs and it may take us a month and a half to get the video out, because we just have such a backlog right now. We have Dynamic Discs sending us discs. We have Yukon Discs sending us discs, and we also have Discmania sending us discs, and not to mention the Viking discs that we had this year as well. So we've really had a record number of disc reviews this year. We've had a record number of tournaments covered. I've been pretty busy, and not to mention, hey, I'm next working towards my wedding, so that'll be the next thing. But it's been a really great, busy year for us here at Disc Golf Examiner, we're always working on something new.
And that's one of the best things about what we're doing. And Brian and I remember 4 or 5 years ago, we're like, if we could just get a couple discs, it would be fun. Like, let's just get some discs and test it out. And I wouldn't necessarily put Viking on my radar or Yukon on my radar, but we got to test these discs out, and both lines are phenomenal. And it's amazing to get to see, not just your dynamic discs and your Discrafts and your Innovas. There are some great disc companies out there, and hopefully, we would love to test them all. And those are the ones that you don't expect really surprise you. And both Viking and Yukon are two that really caught me off guard as just really solid lines of discs.
Yeah, I was really blown away by some of the ingenuity in them. Really, just some unique concepts for discs. The Yukon, the Gui has a textured putter. It's a textured putter. Like that's something that you might not think you would like, or might not think, but to feel it is something completely different. It felt great to me, and you could choose really if you want a slippier grip or if you want a more textured grip, which is really unique in disc golf for sure.
Yeah, it was like an hourglass shape, and wherever you put your hand, it was a different grip.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, why don't you leave a comment? Hey, if you can't jump on with us, that's fine. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you're thankful for in disc golf. We're really appreciative of any information you can give us. We never know who's going to join us next. So, stay tuned. We're going to hang out for a little bit and see if anybody else would like to join us.
We can play over under on calories that you're going to eat tomorrow. They say the average Thanksgiving meal is about 4,500 calories. But I also read an article that you could eat about 16 Dairy Queen hot fudge sundaes for as many calories that are in your Thanksgiving meal. So I thought, this is my plan to lose weight. I'm only going to eat 8 hot fudge sundaes tomorrow, and I will be getting half the calories of a normal Thanksgiving meal. I think that's smart. I think that's the way to get healthy.
If you're cutting calories, yeah, totally, Jeff. I'd say go for it. Let's see how it works out.
Yeah, I'll just be in the sugar shock.
Right, yeah. So, really what we're looking for, guys, is for you to join us. Let us know. Oh, here we go. We got actually a message from Cody Wingett. He said, tell the world I'm thankful to have a wonderful support of all the Disc Golf Examiner fans, his wife Mary and baby Ella. Yeah, that's right. Cody became a father this year. I'm pretty sure he's pretty thankful for that. He's also thankful for his sponsor, Truly Unique, and he appreciates. He's very appreciative of the great disc golf family in Pittsburgh. We do have a great group in Pittsburgh, and we're very welcoming, I think. And we do actually, I'm helping run a putting league. We do this every Sunday at 2:00 until about 5:00. We're going to be doing the Winter Marksman League this year. So definitely join us if you're in the Pittsburgh area ever. And we'd be thrilled to have you. It's a lot of fun. It's at Rivertown Brewing in Export, PA, and it's just a lot of fun to have disc golf indoors. Like this Sunday, it's supposed to be very cold, and we're really excited to have that. Looks like we have somebody new joining us. Hello.
Hey, this is Matt Graham, Kids Disc Golf. How are you guys doing?
Hey, Matt. Good. How have you been?
We seem to check in about once a year. I like this.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a tradition. I saw you guys on, and I said, I got to jump on there and keep up with the tradition. So things have been great, man. I just wanted to jump on and say, man, the amount of support we feel, especially Kids Disc Golf, from the disc golf community is like unlike pretty much any other community I'm a part of. So totally grateful and thankful for all that support, all the way from the movers and the shakers. I mean, the best in the sport, as well as the people who are making things happen, all the way down to people who are coming out to these events to support them. I mean, tremendous, tremendous support, and I'm totally grateful for it. So how are you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. We're having like record-breaking year as far as tournament coverage and disc reviews and just video content all over. We've been really lucky.
I don't interact that often with you guys on there, but I'm watching it all. You know I am. So
yeah, I know.
Keep it up. I'm gonna jump off now, but
okay.
Thank you guys for all you're doing.
All right. Hey, thank you and happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you as well. Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you. Thanks, Matt.
That's great to be able to talk to him and just for the brief second, see how Matt was doing with the kids disc golf.
Yeah, we definitely want to get him back on. That's a great organization. And plus that whole area had a huge year, this year. So kids disc golf, we'll get them back on. We need to catch up with them and see, what are the packages? How can you join? What's in the players pack that you get when you become a member of kids disc golf, or even how can you help grow the sport locally with some kids in your neighborhood or whatever? How do you introduce the sport to more people? And that's where organizations like Kids Disc Golf come in. They do a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it's been great to see them growing over the years too. We interviewed them on the podcast, didn't we?
Yeah, they were like episode 4 or 5, very early on. I don't even know. It's even hard to find the podcast. Try to find those. We did about 20 episodes first as audio only. Actually, Disc Golf Examiner started as a written interview blog. Glide Disc Golf was one of the first ones. I believe Tina from Double Par Designs was these are written interviews, like old school magazine format, question and answer interviews. And then Brian and I did the podcast, and then Brian started doing multimedia with the photos for Worlds, became a big part of this, and the videos has never stopped.
Yeah, really. I mean, what are we up to? Like 170 some videos, I think, so far. We could really do. I'm going to do a best of. I did a year in summary or something on last year. This year is going to be a lot larger because we had. Man, I am very thankful for what disc golf has brought us this year. We had Casey DeSmith join us, who is a professional Pittsburgh Penguin. He's a goaltender for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And he plays disc golf. If you haven't heard, you may have seen his helmet all over the internet. He has disc golf basket on the back of his helmet. He's number 1 for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And he's my current hero, watching him on the TV, because every time they talk about Casey DeSmith, they've been bringing up this thing that they shot, the Penguins shot with him at Nob Hill disc golf course. So every time they talk about Casey, they talk about disc golf. So I'm really thankful for Casey. He's playing right now. I don't know what the score is, but I'm really hoping he's doing well tonight.
It is hilarious on the local coverage. They'll say, "Hey, great game tonight. You did great. I also hear you like to play disc golf." Like
yes.
They'll skip over the recap of the game and they'll talk about him playing disc golf. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, it was great to meet him and be able to do an in the bag for him this year. It looks like the Penguins are up 5-0 on the Stars. So I believe Casey's in as goaltender tonight, if I'm not mistaken. That's great. Definitely check them out if you can catch that game. So not only did we get to do an in the bag with Casey DeSmith and have a great round with him, but we actually did a round, a practice round for the PFDO this year with him, Grady Shue from Team Discmania, and Paige Bjerkes before she got the world title, just before, maybe 2 to 3 weeks before she got that world title. And it was great to be able to cover her and see her just flourishing out there at Moraine before she got her world title win. And it was great to be able to talk with her. And you know, Paige is a real sweetheart. She's really nice, kind person. So very easy to get along with. And that's the kind of people that I love to see win. You know, that's just what it is. But we want to say a very special thank you to them for helping us out throughout the year to create content as well. But let's see if we have some more people willing to join us tonight. I'm going to just send out a few more invites, see if anybody would like to join us before we head off.
I'm going to link up your video. Trying to find it here with Paige at Moraine. I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, practice round.
Dun, dun, dun.
Really good one. The other things, let's send an invite to him as well. So many great things have happened this year. Not only did we get to interview Casey and Paige and Grady Shoe a little bit, we've had so many different tournaments here in Pittsburgh. It was great to really be able to cover, you know, whenever I was down at Orange Crush to cover Chris Dickerson setting a course record, actually tying his course record from the day previous. And it was just absolutely spectacular to see him perform like that in such a tightly wooded, long technical course. It was really great. Oh, hey, looks like we're joined by J. Gary Dropcho. Hey, how's it going, J. Gary?
Hey, Ryan. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty well.
So, J. Gary, we're live here now on our Facebook page, and I just got to ask you, how's everything going? We were talking up North Boundary earlier with some guests. I don't know if you caught it, but we're really excited.
I'm sorry, I just got a chance to tune in here.
But we'll definitely have to go back and watch it whenever we broadcast the recording.
What were people saying? Man, that course, it's so rough. It's so much walking. Oh, it's so hilly.
So tired. Yeah, it's such an interesting new next level course we were talking about. Like, this is just
we'll see. Really, I guess we'll see what people, how it plays. We really haven't had a lot of data from 1,000 rated players on the course from the gold tees yet. So,
well, there we go. Hey, if you're 1,000 rated player or above, we need you at North Boundary. Keep your score. We need to use that for information and see what we can do to make the course better.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot to change at this point. I mean, the tee pads are in, the anchors are set, all 3 pin positions for most of the holes are done. Really, the only things that we can do to change it are some of the elevated pin positions that we have yet to do. I think there's 6 more pins that we want to elevate or build some stone structures for those locations. So that's yet to be done. There's obviously a lot of some pruning yet to do, a few more trees to take out, and then we'll see.
Yeah, and there's just really so much work you've put into it this year. It's really have you been tallying how many hours it's been put in there?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I've been recording those hours. I haven't tallied them yet, so I really don't know for sure.
I'm always seeing photos and video out there from you guys working on something. And actually, there's a day coming up where you're gonna work on it too, right?
We're doing we call it the Clip and Flip on December 9th, I think it is. It's a work day / fun day. We're hoping that people will come out and give us a hand clearing some more of the trees that have been cut and that are down on the fairways, and now after last week's the most recent round of storms, there are a lot more branches down that we had not intended to take down but have to be cleared. In fact, unfortunately, one of the baskets got hit by a branch.
No, already.
Yeah, hole 7, the basket, the tray itself got whacked and totally bent up. So Doug Cloutier's probably going to, sometime in the near future, replace that basket. We'll have to get a replacement basket for that. But yeah, it wasn't the only basket that got hit in the area. Nob Hill had a basket that was hit. In fact, my home course, the one in the backyard, got hit. One of the baskets got hit by a big limb of a tree. It actually impaled itself on the number plate for the basket. So I cut that tree up yesterday, and the number plate itself is crumpled, but the basket, amazingly, itself is okay.
Yeah, that whole area got hit really hard. People didn't have power for 3-4 days. Just a really bad ice storm. And the trees around here are losing their leaves later, so they also have the leaves on. That caught ice, then that got snow, and roads were closed. You couldn't even get to Wexford on one of the roads we take 910. That was closed for 3 days. You couldn't even get into that area. That it got hit pretty bad.
Yeah, I guess it could have been much worse, but hopefully.
Looks like Jan's behind you.
Jan's in the background there. Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Jan.
I had to look to see who that was. Hi, guys.
Hello.
So, J. Gary, we're asking people today what they're thankful for in disc golf, and I got to ask you the same question. What do you think?
Oh boy, there's so many things, but I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about Camp Conakry, and thankful for the YMCA and asking us to help them do a course there. I've been thinking about that because coming up in March, the 23rd and 24th, we're gonna bring back the Throwdown Hoedown Disc Golf Symposium there.
Yes,
and
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, it is exciting, and thankful for that opportunity there, and for all the clubs and players regionally that helped to make it so successful a couple of years ago, and looking forward to doing that again.
Well, could you tell people who aren't familiar with the Throwdown Hoedown, what is it? Is it something that anybody can join? What are we doing with it?
Well, it's part get together to play disc golf, part get together to share best practices in disc golf course design and tournament management, and part sharing of how to build your club and the disc golf community. And 2 years ago, we had the Johnson Project present as our keynote address their experience with creating a scholarship for collegiate disc golfers at Ferris State University in Michigan. And amazingly, that university that year, back in 2017 or 2000, what was that? that was 2017. They won the collegiate national championship for the second time.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know if we'll have some big winner come out of it like that in 2019, but we're expecting expecting a good time and a lot of good things come out of it. You asked if anybody can join. The tournament itself is set up as a team format, and clubs or groups that want to participate have to put together a team of 4 people that include a woman player, a master age player, an amateur player, and an open player. And those 24 teams will have a chance to play the course at Conakry, a couple of rounds there in a varied format. I think last time we had we did a alternate shot and then a modified doubles format, so that everybody got a chance to participate. And we used a handicapping formula as well, so that players, no matter what their skill level, the teams were able to kind of compete on an even playing field. So, plus we had a night round as well. Last time it was pretty cold, but I think we had about 25 people playing that night, and I know you took some really cool time lapse photographs of some of those players.
I want to do that again. That was one of the coolest things. Was not only are we out here playing disc golf at a 24-hour resort kind of type thing, but we have a lodge there, a fire going, and we're talking about how to make disc golf better in all of our communities. And how did other people succeed at getting, say, for example, more women players, how to include more people. It was just so great to be able to have these different types of discussions with like-minded, disc golfers who are really trying to make a difference in the sport.
Yeah, it was good. I think we at that point the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Society was considering or wondering how can we formalize organization, and we had a session on incorporating your club, and for Pittsburgh Flying Disc Society, what came out of that was the sort of a roadmap to incorporating ourselves and applying for and getting 501c3 status for what is now Pittsburgh Flying Disc. So I think it helped to propel clubs like the Beaver County Disc Golf Alliance to organize themselves and get themselves moving ahead. And now they've got a second course in the making at Big Beaver Borough, and we're talking about expanding and redesigning a course at Old Economy Park in Beaver County with them. So I think that was successful that way for them, and hopefully there's other regional clubs have gained some expertise and experience from that as well. So there's a lot to be thankful for, in our Western Pennsylvania kind of region, and we had clubs from New York and Ohio and West Virginia come in too. So we're hoping to repeat that again in 2019.
I know
I'm thankful for a lot, but that's been on my mind quite a bit these past few days.
Yeah, and it really is a really fun experience. If somebody would want to contact you about this, if they have, something that they want to contribute, or a way that they can get in contact with you, is there some way that they can do that?
Yeah, well, there's an event page on Facebook, a Facebook event page at Pittsburgh Flying Disc, our Facebook site, and there's a place where they can leave a comment or ask a question there. That's probably the best way to do it. So
Okay.
I'll just go to the Pittsburgh Flying Disc Facebook page and go to events, and you'll see the event page for the Throwdown Hoedown Disc Golf Symposium.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you want to add before heading off for the night?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you doing this podcast. Personally, I know I appreciate the coverage you provided to the Edinburgh Royal Scots Open this year, and the coverage you did for the Scenic Vista opening there, and
yes,
just kind of keeping our sport going ahead, moving ahead, and making it more visible to a lot more people. Well,
and I want to say very, very special thank you to you, because we wouldn't be able to be out there without a great sponsor like Grip It and Rip It. So I want to say a very special thank you there, Jay Gary, for joining us. And happy Thanksgiving.
All right, guys, enjoy.
I'll see you Sunday.
Take care.
Bye. Justin.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey,
how's it going? Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see you.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. We'll work on fixing that. I can definitely see you though. So how's everything going with the Disc Golf Nerd?
Good, man. Still doing the thing. Trying to keep the ball rolling as I can.
Yeah.
Haven't been as active as I'd like to be over the last few months, just for personal reasons and stuff, but definitely getting some content put back out, and just trying to keep chugging along.
Yeah. How are things out in the Portland area? How's disc golf?
Portland is good. I'm not playing as much disc golf as I like to in Portland, but honestly, the weather here is pretty mild for most of the year, so we play pretty much year round. There's not like a delay through November and December and January and stuff. We'll actually usually get some really nice weather during December and January. If the sun's out and it's not too windy, it's usually pretty nice. Even if it gets a little chilly, it's nothing compared to most of the rest of the country. So it works out good. Yeah. I actually often tend to play sometimes more golf in the winter than I do in the summer, just because there's so much other stuff going on in the summertime.
Well, if you haven't heard of Disc Golf Nerd, come on, guys. Disc Golf Nerd. You review discs, you break them down, you tell us not only discs but different types of apparel products. Was there anything this year, Justin, that you really enjoyed reviewing? Was there something that stuck out to you?
Oh man, it's kind of a blur in terms of like when discs are released, and like try to go through my mind and think about particular discs that have come out recently that I really liked. I believe it was the Gobi was this year. That disc just blows me away. I keep falling more and more in love with that disc every time I throw it. It just works out great. I have a whole bunch of those. But yeah, I'm continually surprised by all kinds of different things that a lot of discs not necessarily even on my radar personally, just stuff that ends up coming to me from various channels and manufacturers or retailers or whatever, stuff that I might not even really be thinking about, and then end up testing it. Like the Gobi, I thought about it, I knew it was coming out, but DD sent it to me and immediately started throwing it and just blown away by the flights I was getting. So that happens a lot with discs that I review for one reason or another and end up connecting with. It ends up being difficult to try to narrow down a bag when you've thrown the amount of plastic I have, because I'm sure doing reviews, a lot of them are great, and there's a good functional shot you can get out of almost every disc. That's kind of one of the nice things about doing disc reviews, is that I don't have to worry. I can kind of just talk about what the disc does, and I don't, because it's not that it's a good or a bad disc, it just has attributes. And whether or not that shot or that flight path or that feel is right for you as a player, and the shot that you're looking for or your preference, it's really just about, personal preference at that point. So it's really just, test it, see what it does, try to report back. But I'm continually surprised by various things that I try. Just so much good flying stuff out there. It's just, it's ridiculous. Yeah. And I'm also I'm close to 200 reviews right now, and there's still so much stuff I haven't thrown. It's just like it just never ends. I've been watching you do some of the Yukon discs. I've never thrown any of that stuff. Never even felt the plastic. It's just endless, man. There's so many molds out there. It's nuts.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like there's still companies coming out with great products, unique products, and that's what I think we're really excited about is just seeing all that new, experiencing all that new stuff, seeing how different it is really from everything else. And like you said, I mean, every disc can be a good disc. It's just dependent on, do you need it for this shot? It's all about knowing your tools and how to use them.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's so much personal preference involved. That's part of the reason why I like disc golf so much. Growing up, I was kind of nerdy and I was into like action figures and collecting toys and stuff like that when I was a kid. And disc golf kind of occupies a similar thing for me where I can try out all these different variations of stuff that I like, or I can kind of collect different things, but you also get to use them and play a great game with it. So it's kind of awesome in that way. That's one of the things I really like about it. And just kind of, there's so many different options and so many different ways to get the job done. It's really fun to be able to kind of pick which discs you're going to use. And that's part of the fun. I'm always tweaking my bag and playing around with it and seeing what I want to carry on any given day. And I think that's definitely part of the fun.
Yeah, Justin, if we could pause for a minute, we have a very quick interview we got to do right here. We have a very special guy joining us, Mr. John Richardson from Upper Park Design. John, how are you doing?
Doing good. Upper Park Designs and as of April, Discraft.
Yes. Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
We've been meaning to talk to you about that all year.
It's
How
been
things been going?
It's been hectic to say the least. I think I underestimated, and being a guy from California, kind of surrounded by the Innova life, I underestimated the amount of work that Discraft really needed to get back on track, and it was purely just the lack of marketing. So it's been a hectic few months, like ramping up, kind of trying to scratch the surface at all the things we need to be doing to become relevant again. But this last week has been huge for us. I mean, between the Paul announcement and then the last few months been grinding away at our new Star Wars license, which just went live today, and we actually did not know that was going to actually go live until today.
Wow.
So it was a big week, and that it feels great to just be done with it and have it all be posted live. But it's been hectic, but great at the same time.
Yeah, and it's so really what we're doing here. I know you only have a short amount of time, just like last year. Thanks for joining us again for the third year. Yeah. You haven't had one of these without you, John. So thank you.
Oh, I appreciate it. I make time when I can.
But we want to ask you what you're thankful for in disc golf. Maybe something changed this year from the past 2 years. What do you think?
I honestly, I don't remember what I said last year.
Me either.
I can't remember, but I would say most thankful for probably the community, which I think I mentioned last year, but more so on the business side now. I've never had a 9-to-5 job. I never have worked in a company, doing the 9-to-5, but also a company that's been around for as long as Discraft has, and to come in and be welcomed as much as they did welcome me, but by people who've been in the industry for 20 and 30 years, with a company that's been around since the late 70s. Probably just that community of people, and it extends beyond disc golf into ultimate as well, and how welcome and opening everyone has been for me moving across the country and kind of taking in their space and grabbing an office, in a place that they've all known for so long. Just still good people, more than just players, all the way down to the people who make the companies work, so definitely grateful and thankful for that.
Yeah, that's really what makes this sport so great, is that even though we're all over the world, it's still kind of small. We all still have this connection to this thing that we love. And it's so great to be able to talk with you, John. I didn't even get to check. Was there any new anything new on the Upper Park Design side of things?
Nothing hugely new. I have updated pinch bags, which I think last year I had just released when we did right before our last broadcast. We just released those, so I updated those. We did a collaboration with Matt at Kids Disc Golf. So we have a limited edition Kids Disc Golf version, and then we did a collaboration with Steve at the Pro Tour. We have a limited edition version of those as well. So those were two fun collaborations that just help kind of expand the brand out. Updated shift bags, but nothing really brand new. It's been hugely focused on Discraft since April, and there are very good things coming in that direction. So it's been focused, well spent.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, John, I want to say thanks so much for joining us. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know you have you're very busy there. So
yeah, she's over here waiting for me, leaning against the desk.
Jeff's joining us too. He wants to say hi.
I've been here the whole time, John. I just wanted to hop on and say hi. Good seeing you 3 years in a row. I think our first three-peat tonight, I believe.
Hey, nice.
Has Jay Gary three-peated?
Jay Gary is probably three-peated, I think.
We're gonna have to go back through check the historical record.
Well,
we'll send you.
I can't miss a year.
So I am still
next year. You can count on that.
I'm still rocking my Upper Park. I love it. It's a great bag.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good bag. Cool. Well, yeah, I appreciate you guys having me. And as always, keep doing what you're doing. It's doing great things for the sport. Yep.
Right,
enjoy your holidays.
Buddy. Thank you.
Yep. Always. I'll see you guys around.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, Justin. Thanks so much for holding. We actually had J Ray just left us a message. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Much love to the DG Examiner crew. Thanks, J Ray. But Justin, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what you're thankful for. I didn't get to that question with you, but what are you thankful for in disc golf?
Oh man, it's been such a wild off season. It's hard to feel like I have my feet under me right now. I don't even know what's going to happen next season and what's going on. But I'm thankful to just still be kicking, still doing what I'm doing, and still have more opportunities to keep the ball rolling and try to figure out new and interesting things to attempt to create to put on my YouTube channel. And I've also, I may actually be working in actually making some money in the disc golf community in one way or another coming up next year. So that's interesting. I'm hoping that can work. It's just
you deserve it, buddy. You've been working really hard at those reviews.
Thank you. Yeah. It's actually just locally here. I've been talking with the local shop. I'm hoping maybe I can put in some time there and that sort of thing. But yeah, ultimately, I'm just thankful that I'm still a part of it. And I like to be inside the disc golf community and just make connections with people. I really love this sport. It's been really beneficial and just been a great thing in my life. It's been a great hobby, a great thing to kind of get my mind off of the more difficult things in life. Disc golf always seems to put things in perspective, and you get out there and just focus on that next shot, and kind of keep your mind clear. It helps me out a lot. So yeah, I'm just happy to still be doing it and have another opportunity to keep the ball rolling with my own playing and with my YouTube and Instagram and whatever other endeavors I try to work on.
Yeah. And have you been able to get out and talk to people? I know you talk to people all the time online. Whoa, we got J Ray joining us.
What's up, guys?
Hey, J Ray. We'll be with you in 1 second.
Take your time.
So, Justin, have you gotten to go out and meet anybody, talk with anybody who knows about Disc Golf Nerd? Have you been? Do people even know you? Because usually you're behind the camera in the reviews.
That is true. I have had a couple of people randomly recognize me by one way or another, which is kind of funny. Yeah, because you're right. You don't really see me on my YouTube page. I have been kind of dipping my toe in the water of being more visible on Instagram and stuff, so you can see me throwing on there and that sort of thing occasionally. But other than that, yeah, I kind of just like to keep the discs and the information be the star of the show. But yeah, one guy recognized me because he recognized my cart, which was pretty funny. He's like, "Cart looks really familiar. I feel like I've seen that." And my Zuka Easy Cart video has a few thousand views or whatever, so I think he must have saw that. Yeah, that was pretty funny. And another time, a guy literally recognized me by my voice. I was sitting on the tee, and I was like, "Oh, you can go ahead. I'm waiting for a friend or whatever." And he's like, "Oh, you sound really familiar." And it's like, "Yeah." He's like, are you on YouTube or something? Are you the disc golf nerd?" And I was like, yeah, that's me. That was pretty funny. But other than that, not so much. But it does seem like people have been seeing the content at least. It's hard to really know, but I'm still gaining in subscribers slowly but surely over time, and it seems to kind of continue to trend upwards. So we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, if you saw my face more often, maybe I would get recognized more on the course. But it has happened unusually.
Nice. Well, hey, I don't know if you have to get going or not, but I do want to say thank you for joining us tonight, and I really appreciate it.
I got a notification that this was happening, and then I went to it, and I thought the video was over on Facebook. It said it was ended or something like that. So that's when I sent you that message. Like, dude, I completely forgot I was doing this Thanksgiving prep and whatever. But yeah, I better get back to it. My sweet potatoes aren't going to mash themselves. So
that's right. All right. Well, good luck with those sweet potatoes. Appreciate it, buddy. You have it.
Thanksgiving. Keep doing what you guys are doing. I'll keep watching. I'll talk to you later.
Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
Later, guys.
Bye. J Ray.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, it's good to see you. How's everything going? Where are you in Tennessee?
I am. I'm home for a couple months. So I'm excited.
That's great. So tell me what this year's been. Well, we'll start off with the question everybody wants to hear, right? What are you thankful for in disc golf, J Ray?
Oh man. Well, let's see. I'm going into my 5th year on the road, traveling this beautiful country, and I'm most thankful for just the relationships that I've built, man. The cultivation of some awesome relationships and good people, and 5 years into it now, as anybody that tours or anybody that spends a lot of time on the road with this sport knows, man, you got to develop those family relationships everywhere. And so I've got my little patches of family all over this country, and I'm very blessed to have that. I'm blessed to work and be a team member of what I believe to be the best team in disc golf and dynamic discs, and I'm grateful for Jimmy Rusker, who was our fearless leader, and we're very grateful and proud of him. And so, man, I've got a lot of things to be grateful for. A little side note, this year has been very, very special. Sorry, I'm trying to stay solid on this. My little cousin Cole, we started the St. Jude Charity Disc Golf Invitational. I think we've had 2 years off, so it's been 4 years ago we started it out in Monterey Bay, California. And the first year, Judd, I can't remember Judd's last name, but I think his nephew was the spotlight patient from St. Jude. We just kind of put one of these kids to the forefront, and we got to meet Judd's nephew. And it was just to really connect our players and our community with somebody from St. Jude. The second year, it was my cousin Cole, and Cole was suffering from a disease that very, very, very few children, as like less than 20 children in the world, suffer from. And St. Jude took him in, and he has been fighting for his life for the last few years. And he successfully had his bone marrow transplant earlier this week. So. Wow. We are very, very stoked about that, and I'm very, very grateful for that, and very grateful for the fact that the disc golf community raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for St. Jude over those 2 events, and we really want to try to revitalize that in the near future. So I'm grateful for that.
Wow, that's really touching. Where do I go from there?
It's a celebration, man. It's a good thing.
That's so great. Yeah, exactly. Like that's it's amazing. It's stories like that. Sometimes we don't hear that often. It's great to, man. It's just a great overall story there about how the disc golf community is coming together to help somebody less fortunate. That's what Thanksgiving. That's what all this is about. So
Absolutely.
it's just great. I got to ask, how you've been traveling all around the country again this year, like you said, 5th year. How did anything special happen this year? Anything different?
Well, this year I started playing Masters, so that was different. I got to put my little piece of history into the record books. I was the World Masters distance champion this year.
Yeah,
so that was kind of cool.
That's awesome. That's congratulations on that.
Thank you. It was a good time. It was a good time. So,
yeah.
But no, man, it's been really a different. I spent the last few years getting my brains beat out by these young kids, and it's been a different kind of atmosphere playing with the older guys, and being, usually I was one of the lower PDJ numbers on my card or in the tournament, and now I'm like the highest. So it's kind of different.
It works itself out, right? So
right.
So like, man, so you had a special disc that came out too to commemorate that, didn't you?
I did. Didi put out. I threw the Ballista Pro to win the record, and so Didi put out some Ballista Pros that had my signature stamp on them, which was really cool. And so, I'll have those with me this year on tour to kind of share the love and get those out to people. They were pretty special, so I was pretty proud of it.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's really a huge thing to be a world record holder at anything. It's like you got to be so stoked about that still.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all dream of having some similar. I mean, I realize it's not winning a world title in a major division, but it was still a pretty cool thing. So I'm pretty stoked about it, and I was super happy to have Didi supporting that.
That's awesome. Let me see here. So you're back home now. You'll be back for a few months. Then you'll be back out on the road. Any big stops this year for you that you're really excited about?
This year is going to be different, man. It's going to kind of be a whirlwind. I'm leaving again in January to head to the West Coast. I'm going to go out a couple weeks early and maybe play the Shelly Sharp, which is an 8-tier down in Arizona. And then play the Maricopa Open, and then Vegas and Memorial, and then head back and get a few weeks of time at home, and then it's back on the road until October again. But it'll be kind of a different path this year with Masters Worlds being in Vermont, and then Am Worlds being in Pennsylvania with you guys.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of make my West Coast trip, which normally I'd leave GBO and head back west again, and so I'm doing that again this year. It's just going to be a lot faster than I would normally do it. So I'm leaving GBO and then coming back to Memphis. I have to run a tournament here the next weekend, but then go from Memphis to Portland, Oregon in like I think 20 days or something like that. Which
really
driving an RV and running events the whole time. I think I think my first 2 months back after that I have like 2 days off in 2 months. So it'll be busy.
Man. Yeah, that does sound exciting. We're gonna have to get you out here in Pittsburgh again this year. Fortunately the things fell through with getting you out here this year, but we really want to have you back for sure.
Absolutely, man. I've got you guys penciled in on a weekend. I think maybe coming in before Am Worlds that might work out. So
cool.
Hopefully that we can get that worked out, and I'll reach out to you here in the next few days and kind of get those things laid out.
I'll be excited to do that. And so basically right now you're in Tennessee. Are you going to take a break from disc golf for this next few months, or is the world Masters distance holder gonna put in some more practice in the off season? What do you think?
What's funny is when I get home is probably when I play the most disc golf.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, but I spend 9 months a year on tour, and I think this is the 4th day in a row today that I've played golf. So I actually shot my best score at my local course yesterday for the first time. I've been working a lot on my putt, and you haven't gotten to meet Callie McMahon yet. She's basically my little sister, and so she traveled with me for a couple months last summer. She's in college, but she's going to go on tour full time this year. And so we've been working out a lot together, and really, she's going to be a name that you're going to want to know.
Cool.
She just went pro while we were out. She was playing advanced and won the first 2 tournaments that she played while she was out with me by like 25 strokes in advanced women, and then went and played Majestic and the Silver Cup, which are A tiers, and finished I think top 5 in both of those, top 3, but tied Holcomb, beat Paige Bjerkes in one of them. So she's got some game, man. So she's a name you're gonna want to know.
I'll write it down. Once again, Callie
McMahon. Yep, you got it.
Gotcha.
But,
nice.
She's got a big announcement maybe coming up soon here too. So we'll see how that goes.
I'll be excited to hear about it. Dee Dee's got such a strong game going on right now. You guys have such great people representing the company. So it's always interesting to see what happens next with you guys. Anything else you want to say before we conclude?
Man, I'm out here hanging out with family, and I just want to jump in real quick. I know Rusko, I didn't think he was going to be able to come on tonight, so I wanted to make sure that I got in for a minute. And just said hi and tell you guys I love you and miss you, and happy Thanksgiving for sure.
Thanks, Jay Ray. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy.
All right, be good, guys.
Have a good one. See ya. Wow. So we've heard from a lot of different people in a lot of different places tonight.
I got my notes, so I got to tag everybody. We'll make sure we get everybody linked up in the show notes. And the John Richardson Discraft Star Wars. I can't imagine there hasn't been any news coming out of Discraft lately.
Well, they have a disc called The Force, Jeff. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand what's happening here? It's going to be so exciting. Man, so many good talking points there tonight. If anybody else wants to jump on, now's the time, because we're going to be ending here shortly. And, I was thinking while we were talking about everybody, with everybody here, that, man, I am so thankful for all of those, the companies, all of the sponsors we've had this year to help us be able to go out there and cover tournaments. People don't realize that, we don't ask for much. We just need to cover our bases and really get out there. We're spending a lot of time on these videos. I'm spending, sometimes after I cover a tournament, it can be a week to 2 weeks worth of work. And it's definitely a hard thing to do. So I do want to take time to thank all the sponsors that have helped us out this year. You guys know who you are. I do, the people who have sponsored us multiple times, I definitely want to get out there and say thank you to Grip It and Rip It Disc Golf LLC. Disc Store has been very reliable for us. The Dynamic Discs. Whenever we were down at Orange Crush and Seth Burnt Memorial, Marion County Visitors Bureau really helped us out to be able to get down there to cover those. And we've had so many different sponsors. I wish I had all the time in the world to thank all of them. But I do want to say special thank you to them, because really we wouldn't be able to do it without them this past year. We wouldn't have been able to cover 13 different tournaments in 12 months. It's just been very, very good thing. Big, good partnerships there. So special thanks.
I go out of my way now to fill my car up at Sheets. Sheets was a sponsor.
That's right. Sheets was a big sponsor.
I'll drive past Sunoco and Get Go, and I'm going right to Sheets.
That's right. Every time. It's been great. Like I said, there's been quite a variety of sponsors, and I do want to thank them all for their help in covering tournaments this year. If you do want to jump on, go ahead and do it now. We're going to be ending the show here in about 5 minutes. So, but if you're just joining us, we're asking people what their favorite thing is. Not so much their favorite thing, but what they're thankful for in disc golf. So we really want to know, this is a Thanksgiving episode. What are you thankful for? Tell us a little bit about your disc golf story. Everybody's got one. Everybody started at a certain place in the sport. And so many of us have come very far since starting. I mean, I started hardcore back in 2013. And at this point, we've grown to the point where we cover tournaments, where we do reviews, and we're really growing, I think, as a group that is covering these things. So we are always excited to hear from you guys. If you don't want to come on, that's fine. Leave us a comment. We'll read it on air and tell us why you're thankful for disc golf. So many of us have come really far, and the growth of the sport has just been ridiculous, Jeff. I just think that, where disc golf is now, as opposed to whenever we started back in, 2013, 2014, has been leaps and bounds better each year, and just so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see the growth. When we're late to the game, and we've seen tremendous growth since we became a media company within disc golf, and covering the tournaments and doing disc, even trying to keep pace with disc releases. It's not even possible anymore. There's 10 new discs a week. It's just it's a waterfall of new releases every week. So, we're grateful to be able to do our part, be a part of it. We're just a very small part. There's great people out there doing great things. But I love that it's grassroots, it's DIY, it's people who love it. Those are the people who are building this and supporting it. And, that's the way it should be. That's what keeps it special is, it's the people who love the sport, growing the sport.
Yeah. I think that's the most interesting thing too, is really getting to know these people and their paths and where they've come and where they're going. And really, we've talked to people from all around the country. It's been great. And we do want to say a very special thank you to all of them for taking a moment and joining us tonight. And, it really has been great. And we really do appreciate you. If you want to leave a comment, leave it in the comment section below. We'll get back to you. We're going to be ending the broadcast here momentarily, and just let us know. We have Josh Simpson chiming in now. He says he's thankful for the opportunity to open a disc golf store in Indiana County and hopefully sponsor some events next year. That's great, Josh. It's if I'm not mistaken, it's Trinity Disc Golf. Leave a comment. Let us know. I can't remember the exact name. I believe it's Trinity. But it's great to be able to see how it's growing around here too. Opening a disc golf store has got to be a huge jump, Josh. We got to talk to you sometime about that, what it takes to make that leap, to make that step into that type of a business. Jeff and I have talked multiple times. We're like, hey, how cool would it be to own our own store? Yeah, it's Trinity Sports. Yeah, that's what it is. It's Trinity Sports in Indiana. But we got to talk to you sometime, Josh, about what it takes to step into that, because Jeff and I definitely have both been like, yeah, hey, that'd be pretty cool if we could open up a disc golf store sometime.
Yeah, I firsthand can tell you how much work it takes. I owned and operated a skateboard shop for 8 years. It is the best of times. It is the worst of times. It's everything you love and everything you hate all at once, all the time, just in your face, no escaping. And the biggest obstacle to your success is probably the government if you don't take care of your finances.
Yeah. So, it's been a really great night, guys, and I want to thank you all for joining us. And we're going to end it there, but remember to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and remember, whenever you're on YouTube, click the bell because that alerts you whenever we come out with new videos and stuff. And that also really, if you want to say thank you to us, click that bell, click that subscribe button, click that bell. That really helps us out. So, and just likewise on Facebook, liking us. We really appreciate that as well. So, Jeff, anything else you want to say? Yeah.
Would you say for Disc Golf Examiner on YouTube, keep banging that bell?
Keep banging that bell, yeah, on YouTube. Well, no, don't click it twice because then that means that you're off it.
Oh yeah,
so
only bang it once.
Just get that little alert, that bell alert.
Got to get that boom. It's not got to get that boom, boom, boom. Got to get that boom.
That's right. Exactly. That's
all right.
exactly how I put it.
Yeah, someone's bedtime.
Yes. We're all getting tired here, so I want to thank you guys for joining us. And until next week, keep banging those chains.
Banging those chains.
Yeah, it was almost in unison.